Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh to our beloved madam. So our group need to present about the question A for the question A, B, and C. So let me introduce myself first. So my name is Muhammad Asraf bin Zukri, and I'm as a first presenter in this presentation. So for the second presentation, we have Nizam Ishaq bin Nizam Ahmad Wahilu, and the third presenter we have Muhammad Haikal bin Nur Azman, and the fourth presenter, which is a last presenter, is a Nizul Himi bin Ahmad. So what we gonna to present about the question about the how to calculate the goodwill, how to calculate the increasing in the shareholding. Okay, so what we learn from this question is about the how to we apply uh, from our learn about the uh, CSOPL, about the shareholding, the acquired shareholding, how to calculate the goodwill, how to how about when have an increase in shareholding or decrease in shareholding, what we are gonna to do. So that is what we learn from this question. Okay, so we go to the next slide. Okay, for the next slide. Okay, before we go further to the answer this question, the first thing, the most important we need to do is about the we need to calculate the acquirer of the parents and NCI. So we need to calculate the acquirer from the parents to the NCI. Okay, so okay, and on the my highlight only for the acquirer, which is due to that Alu Berhad made 100% investment in Gajah Berhad and Lindu Berhad, both supplying wood and metal components, including solid wood, flooring, solid timber flooring, and total roofing work. So in this highlight, we see that Alu is the parent to the Gajah and Lindu because he made the investment 100%, which is more than 50% on the 1 July 2016. So we need to make it clear this, we need to see the next slide about the DOA, date of acquisition is 1 July 2016. Alu Gajah was made investment or acquire the Lendu and Gajahs with 100%. Okay, when 100%, so when we have the 100%, so NCI is no, okay, is 0% because Alu Gajahs made investment 100% to Gajah and Lendu. So it will make the Alu as a parents and Lendu and Gajah as a subsidiary. Okay, so we move to the next slide. Okay, for the on 1 July 2019, on my highlight is acknowledging that Kelamat Berhad may post it to Alu Berhad. The company acquired 60% of ordinary share of Kelamat Berhad at market price of RM2 each. So in this highlight, we see Alu Gajah was acquired the Kelamat with 60%, which is more than 50%. So that's why the Kelamat also the subsidiary to the Alu Gajah. Okay, so we need have to a clear picture. We need to see the next slide, which is we have the date of acquisition, which is on 1 July 2019. Alu Gajah was made Kelamat 60%. So we have three subsidiary, which is Gajah, Kelamat, and Lendu. But for the Lendu and Gajah, they does not have NCI because Alu Gajah was made investment 100% to them. Okay, so to the Kelamat, he have 40% NCI because the Alu only acquirer Kelamat only 60%. So the balance is the NCI to the Kelamat. Okay, so we go move to next slide, which is okay. I was highlight about the on 1 January 2020, Alo Berhad decided to further acquire 20% of the ordinary share in Kelimat Berhad for 20 million cash. On the same day, Alo Berhad acquired 30% of ordinary share of Malaikat Berhad at 50 million. Okay, so we need have a more have a clear picture. So we see the next slide. Okay, for this slide, we see date of acquisition, which is on the 1st January 2020. We see about the Kelimat was made the increase in shareholding, which is by 20%. So the Alu Gajah was made acquirer, additional acquirer to the Kelimat, which is 20%. So the investment in the in the Kelimat was increased by 80%, by 20%, and will become to the 80%. And also at the 1st January 2020, Alo Gajah also made acquirer to the Malaikat by 30%, and that is below than 50%. So that's why we recognize that Malaikat is the associate to the Alo Berhad. Okay, and for the Kelimat, the new controlling interest, we have NCI only 20% because the additional acquiring from the Alo was made. The parents have a power in investment which is 80%. So the remaining balance, which is the NCI, is the 20%. Okay, that's all from me. So we go to the second presenter.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Nizam Rishad. I'm going to show you guys how to compute goodwill or bargain purchase on acquisition of Kelimat Berhad. First, we have to know what is the amount of cash and share that has been traded on the date of acquisition. If we look into the question, here it says that 60% of ordinary shares of Kelimat at market price of 2 ringgit each. So 6% times 50 million, we will get 60 million. But 90% here in the question said that it was paid by cash, and the remaining is 10% in terms of shares. So the 10%, 54 million, is paid by cash, and the remaining 10%, which is 6 million, is paid by share. And the NCI is 35 million. We can get from the additional information of 6 here. Just take it right away because this company use full goodwill method. Next, we proceed to fair value at date of acquisition. We can see that the ordinary share capital is 50 million from the statement of changes in equity for the year ended 30 June 2020 of Kelimat Berhad. The 50 million share capital, and the pre-retained profit is 22 million, and the pre-other reserve is 8 million. Next, the question said the total fair value of the net asset of Kelimat Berhad was 88 million. So we must put 88 million here, and we just put the 8 million here to get the total 88 million, and we put it as asset revaluation reserve. After we total here and we minus with 95 million, we will get 7 million of goodwill. The impairment we can get from the additional information of 7 here is 10%. 7 million times by 10%, we will get 700,000, and we will get 6.3 million transferred to consolidated statement of financial position. And don't forget to transfer 35 million to the NCI column. Thank you.
Alright, next we go to the next question. Next question is we need to find gain or loss on second acquisition of share in Kelemak. So this question provides 5 marks. So first step is we need to find new PRP. So from 1st July 2019, the PRP is 22. So because Alo acquired another 20% of Kelemak on 1st January 2020, so the pre-return profit change, so different, so we need to find new PRP. So this is the accounting period is 1st July 2019 to 30 June of 2020. So the profit after tax for the current year is 3.8. So it has dividend. Okay, so we need to find new PRP. So from 1st July to 1st January 2020 is 6 months. So we need to portion it. Okay, 3.8 minus with the dividend 0.8, and then we times with 6/12, right? And then we plus with 22, so we can know what is the new PRP from at this period. So the new PRP is 23.5 or 23,500 or 23.5 million, right? Right, next step we find the answer, find gain or loss. So the consideration transfer is 20,000 as mentioned in question. The Alo acquired further 20% of ordinary share with 20 million of cash. So then we need to subtract or less with total value at DOA. This is the item that required in fair value at DOA, ordinary share capital, pre-RP, POR, ARR. But we have just calculate to determine the goodwill or bargain purchase on the first acquisition. So the amount of ordinary share capital, pre-other reserve and ARR, we just take it back from the what we calculate the goodwill. So we just make adjustment for a PRP. So PRP that we made adjustment, we get 23,500. Then we plus this amount to get the total value at DOA. So the total value at DOA is 99,500, but we need to multiple with 20% that Alo acquired another in the percentage, which is 20%. So we get 17,900. Then with amount cash transfer or consideration transfer, we minus with total value at DOA, and then we get 2,100. Alright. Disebabkan because of we pay 20,000 and but we get only 17,900, so this amount 2,100 loss on acquisition, right? So 17,900 will put with reduction in NCI, and 2,100 will go to the SOCI on column GRP changes in investment, same to 70,900, but in column NCI, change in investment, and then it will decrease in RP holding. So the RP holding. So the answer is loss on acquisition, which is 2,100. Alright, that's the answer.
I will explain how to calculate the carrying amount of investment in Malaysia. First, we have to list down the format of carry amount of investment. According to the format, for the cost of investment, RM50 million, we take from the statement of financial position. Then, we add share of profit in associate, which consists retained profit carry forward RM4 million, and we less pre-retained profit 2 million and unrealized retained profit 1 million. Then we get 1 million and we times with 30%, and we get for the post retained profit is 300,000. Since there is no amount for the rest of the item, so we just total up the cost of investment and post retained profit, and we get RM 50,300,000 for the carry amount. That's all from me. Thank you.